Good morning from Warrensburg, Missouri. This is Timothy Williamson with GCRI, Global Connectivity Research Institute. What you're looking at right now on your screen is the paused map out of the self-assembly version on the Kumu mappings. And what this shows basically is that all of the 150 plus or minus a few organizations that have been inputted into this mapping are now in display, and I'm getting ready to release them so that you can see basically an explosion of connectivity. It's very exciting, a very thrilling thing going on here. The information content is just overwhelming, and the amount of time it took to put all this together, all those dots represent an intensive amount of time and effort to show how a particular global organization or regional organization is connected to all of the states on the planet. And so I've got every state, and a vast majority of all of the organizations are here now in this system. So this comes out of the static version, which is contained on one of the other sections of the Kumu mapping, and you can go on there and find it if you wish. And this is at kumu.io, and just go to the community tab, select that, and go down to explore the public offerings, public mappings, and then select the Global Connectivity Research Institute mapping, GCRI mapping. It's probably 6 or 7 down on the page. Anyway, once you do that, you'll be able to see how this actually works and what's going on with it. But I'm doing this in preparation for the webinar that's coming up on the 29th of January 2015 between 10 and 1300 Central Time USA. So anyway, I'm going to let this go in just a moment. This will not take long, will not be a very long presentation whatsoever, but I do encourage you to go onto the site and participate in the webinar. Sign up for it, be a part of it. You'll see that with this kind of knowledge, with this kind of information, it actually comes out of antiquity. And if you look on the mapping, you'll understand what I mean by that. But it actually starts, the massive connectivity around the globe started in 1863. And basically that was a result of two things occurring. The industrial age and communications technologies were improving at that time. So it enabled massive communication to occur around the planet. Massive interconnectivity began to increase. But anyway, that's from the static side of things, and each one of those dots represents an organization and a state in time and space. So let me just turn this thing loose and just let it run, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is a global explosion of connectivity that's occurring in 2015, and you can see it now. So I've released it, let it go, and now you can see what's going on here. On the periphery, on the outside of this thing, the small dots, those will be the states. Around the outside edges, these are the larger dots, the tan ones and the brown ones and the dark blue ones. Those are organizations that I have yet to put their connectivity with other states in. So there's I have got to put a lot of information in this thing. It takes a lot of time and effort and energy, and boy, come and see how it is, because this actually has an impact on strategic thinking. If we can understand and be able to show people how to take this knowledge, the knowledge of the connectivity that's occurring around the planet at the regional, at the global level, at the local levels, and I'm not talking about the social connectivity. That's a part of it. That's definitely a part of it. That's part of the communications explosion, the information technology explosions. But those are part of the process. And what's happening now is that we're beginning to see connectivity on a massively global scale, and it's driving everything that's taking place. And our decisions as strategic leaders are, if we're thinking about things, if we're thinking about where our organization should be going, you should be involved in this to get an idea of how to plan, how to think, and how to move forward and lead your organizations, whether those organizations are militaries, governments, non-governmental organizations. It doesn't matter. You need to be involved in this so you can see how to develop deep strategic thinking techniques that's based in an empirical foundation of information. And with this knowledge, you'll be able to see then that what we're looking at is connectivity that drives everything, drives states, drives ideologies, all those things. They can actually come and go. But the thing that's actually persistent throughout time, throughout antiquity as a matter of fact, from antiquity to today, and will continue at an even faster pace forward, is this drive for connectivity. It's there, it's part of who we are. And we have to learn to think in a very deep, long-term strategic thinking manner so that we can get to that place and that you can see this and understand it and apply it to your business, your agencies, your military organizations, or your government, or even your small business. This is applicable to everything. Join us. Come on, be a part of it. Thank you very much.